Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa! So I just wanted to quickly make this video because this is a topic that I've been talking about for a long time. It's the idea of being self-taught, which is bad enough already, but then on top of that, the idea of being prideful about being self-taught, which is just completely ridiculous to me. And I'm saying that, by the way, let me introduce myself. I am a classical guitarist here on YouTube, very much not self-taught. I have an undergrad, I'm currently getting a master's degree. Boom, we're getting educated over here. And how am I supposed to help myself when I'm on this subreddit in particular? I'm not gonna say it out loud because it's a little crass for me. But what do I like doing on here? I like seeing if people mention me in the comments because sometimes they do, and every time they do, it strokes my ego and I get a little more dissociated from real life. But lo and behold, we have a steel string picker here playing in a jazz combo. I don't really know the context of this video, but I assume it's some kind of like open jam or something where it's like a core band and then people can come in and like set up and play some stuff. I don't really understand how this communal music works. I don't know why you wouldn't want to show up to a venue like this and only hear one person play for an hour of solo music and then you go home afterwards. But I'm pretty sure this video is clipped from a 4-hour jam session, which is just absurd to me. It really makes you wonder how concise your music is when it takes you 4 hours to adequately tell a story. Whoa, jazz hate over here. Alright, alright. By the way, if you're interested in more jazz hate, I did just put out a 30-minute Joe Pass video where I'm dunking on him the whole time. Not really, I'm actually pretty reverent of him. So all I really want to do here today is just see how this steel string guitarist interacts with other human beings. And we're just gonna kind of react to it, and, you know... Thanks for letting me effing solo, a-hole, coming from the guitarist. And you know, to my understanding, this guy's actually been here for quite a while, because I looked at the original video, that's how I knew it was 4 hours long, and maybe we'll look at that here today. He's been soloing quite a bit, so I guess he just missed this chorus, and he was a little upset about that. Let's see where it goes.
Get out! No one wants you here. Leave.
Play Spain.
Get out of here. Go to a practice room and be alone forever. That's the only acceptable trajectory after this. Just embrace classical, bro. Get a teacher. Don't be self-taught in that, because it's not going to work. You might be able to get away with being self-taught in jazz, but we're talking about actual music now. Classical music.
Play Spain. None of you can play Spain.
What does that mean?
What's going on? What's going on?
Get out of here!
You know who you're talking to? A self-taught fucking legend. I've never heard any of these songs that I can play right fucking along.
Oh, dude, this is embarrassing because, like, as much as we want to dissociate from this guy, he is one of us. He's a guitarist. He even looks the part, too. He could be my literal blood brother right now. like this guy. You know, when someone in your family does something weird and crazy, it's like, oh, man, it is really a burden on the whole family, isn't it?
And none of you can play Spain, and I can play it perfectly.
Oh, man. All right, a few things with that. Calling out repertoire that you might be able to play and other people can't play isn't like an indicator of their skill or quality or like their musicianship or anything like that. It's just repertoire. Like, I can go to David Russell and find a piece he's never played before, and I could be like, you can't even play this, I can play this perfectly, which I would never say about anything. It's just a very immature and silly thing to say. Also, another thing, picking a Chick Corea tune as your ultimate pinnacle of virtuosity and like outshining everybody else in the room, it's a strange pick to me. I might get a little bit of hate for this, but Chick Corea, in my opinion, is sort of the Steely Dan of jazz. And I don't mean that in any kind of bad way, because Steely Dan, if I'm listening to rock music, I'm tearing Steely Dan up. That stuff's really great. But, you know, it's a little, like, silly and weird, and, like, I guess if I put myself in his shoes and I wanted to try to, like, show everyone I'm better, I would maybe pick, like, some Coltrane tunes or something. Chick Corea is just, like... It's a weird one. It's a weird one to pick. In the classical guitar world, I feel like that'd be the same as me picking a Carcassi study. You can't even play Carcassi Opus 60 number 14 or whatever, but I could play it perfectly. It's like, what, you think I can't learn a Carcassi study? Like, what? Okay. But anyways, I digress. Where's this go?
I don't even know Spain, so I'll sit out. Does anybody know the melody for Spain?
Does anybody know the melody for Spain? You understand that all of you need to learn that, like, tonight. If you do that, this guy has nothing. Dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we can't play Spain.
Oh man, they're just clowning on him now. His arguments, of course, are very immature, but I wouldn't expect anything less from a self-proclaimed, self-taught steel string jazz guitarist. I would expect everything about him is probably immature and ill-considered. Now, he was pretty adamant about taking a solo, so I'd like to actually go back and see what his solos sound like, just to see what these mean jazz combo guys deprived us of. So let's see. I don't mean to prejudge, but at least for my ears, which keep in mind I've listened to a fair bit of jazz, I've listened to a lot more classical, and I play a lot of guitar. It just sounds like some guitar noodling. We just heard Joe Pass in the previous video, and I was literally freaking out every 10 seconds just because every phrase is this genius moment. So, you know, I'm not feeling that here. Also, we're pretty biased against him. Let's listen a little bit more. And I hope this video can make us all just kind of take a moment and really look at what it means to be self-taught. I've used this analogy before, but it's kind of the same as wanting to learn karate, and instead of signing up for a dojo and going through the belt system and all that, you just kind of look up tutorial videos online and you practice in your living room and break your lamp and your TV and stuff. And I feel like the dojo in martial arts is so quintessential to the learning process. Most of us wouldn't consider looking up karate videos online as learning karate, but more as just like screwing around and like killing a Saturday or something. And it's kind of the same as if you spent a year learning from karate videos online and then you went to an actual dojo with like professional karate people or whatever, and then you throw out some equivalent to whatever Spain is. Well, you guys can't even do the flying jump kick dragon that I learned from some guy on YouTube. And they're just like, what are you talking about? Like, this is a discipline that we're talking about. Like, this is our life, and we spend our lives developing this skill in our musical ear, and you're just coming in all bragging that you can play one tune. I feel like being self-taught will just lead to situations like this. And one of the things that I'm proud of in doing Sore Hands is how many testimonials I've gotten from people have actually seeked out teachers because of me. And that's not me teaching them directly, because I don't teach guitar lessons. I stopped doing that once I started getting enough views to live off of. But a lot of people have reached out to me and said that that's going really well. And I know it sounds expensive, but really guitar lessons aren't that expensive. It's usually like $30 for 30 minutes or so, $60 an hour. But if money is an issue, I definitely would recommend occasional lessons where you are upfront about them being occasional with the teacher, and they'll probably hook you up with months of stuff for you to work on that you can then go back to a few months later, like to them, I mean, and they can correct everything that you got wrong, because you will get so much wrong. And I don't care what your financial situation is, if you're spending time learning guitar, like several hours a week, like $60 every few months, that has to be worth it. And it is worth it. You might think buying a new pedal or something like that for like $100 is going to change your playing. No, just getting a guitar lesson from someone who knows what they're talking about, that will change the months going forward for you. Way more than any piece of gear or anything like that. And most importantly, it'll stop you from being this guy. It'll turn you into someone else. It might turn you into someone closer to me, but at least when I make a fool of myself on the internet, I can blame all of my former teachers. This guy can't do that. All he has to blame is himself. And I think we've covered this one enough. Hey, this subreddit, keep doing God's work. I think in a lot of ways this channel is just a manifestation of this subreddit, but of course through the lens of a classical guitarist, but also like, you know, whatever. Of course, if you made it this far, like and subscribe. Email me if you want to be hooked up with a grad student for online classical guitar lessons. If you want any other kind of guitar lessons, I don't know. Most of the people that you watch online, they will probably teach you for reasonable rates. It'll be online lessons, but that's fine. Okay, it's fine. Of course, Rutan's Delight, there's no sale right now, so maybe wait for the next sale, or if you want to buy something now, go ahead and do that. And I think that's everything. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next one.